You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Gabbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Complete to Vance McDonald.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31.
Out of the gun. Gabbert over the middle, and it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
Play fake. Gabbert. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up second.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he finds McDonald. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He was brought
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Down and goal to go.
Now Rudolph with 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
21-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Buccaneers, nothing.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Highsmith in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Gabbert, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Justin Watson brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, Gabbert again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Gabbert now. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gabbert here again. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Mason Rudolph sack.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Gabbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. From the gun, Gabbert throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Again, it's Gabbert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 21 yards away. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They're going to run again with Snell. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A run for Snell. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Snell yet again. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point now by Boswell. Make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. First down, Gabbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To Justin.
Give him 18 yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.